What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tszyu. Tszyu responds to Turki Al-Alshikh with this. He states that he's not approve of Turki Al-Alshikh and he is targeting titles. So this is what he said. He said, right now, we're going to fight for the IBF world title, said George Rose, the chief executive of No Limit Boxing. Terrence Crawford doesn't own that. That belongs to Bakhram Murtazaliev. So we'll be fighting Bakhram and we'll be winning that title. Then we've got another piece of the jewelry for Tim, and we'll be looking at what the next opportunities are for him. Al-Alshikh is pushing the Terrence Crawford case. Terrence Crawford is his Riyadh season ambassador and wants what's best for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford has got belts. He's a guy we would love to talk to in the future, but right now we're focused on Bakhram and we're getting that fight done. We want to win that belt, and Terrence Crawford is also focused on what opportunities lies for him in his division. He'll never be the king of the division if he doesn't fight Tszyu. Tszyu is the king of the division. Okay, let me counterpunch. I think that they misunderstood Turki Al-Alshikh. You know, I know they have their fight getting done, and I know how people get razor focused on particular fights and those fights only, and that they're involved in, you know, but for that matter, I think that Tszyu fighting Bakhram, I think is a good move. I just wonder what happened with, Fondora, but I guess Fondora being, the PBC guy and all, fighting Errol Spence, it just shows you how that opportunity just went away, right? So, dealing with that, you have to get in where you fit in. So he's fighting for the WBC and, or is it the IBF? He's fighting for the IBF. So since he's fighting for the IBF, he's like, well, Terrence Crawford is not the IBF, so why would we worry about Terrence Crawford? And Turki Al-Alshikh only has Terrence Crawford's best interest at heart. I don't think so. I think after we saw what we saw, Turki Al-Alshikh is starting to understand that there are more players in the game at 154 than there ever was before. And Terrence Crawford is a player in the game, not he's the king or the ambassador of the game, of the game. So I don't think he's truthful about that. I just think that it would be better to say, you know what, let's go ahead and focus on this fight. And, and that's that. But that Terrence Crawford narrative that he's the ambassador. No, I think Turki Al-Alshikh, I think he has some type of biased, some favoritism in some places, like with Tyson Fury. But Terrence Crawford, I don't think so. I think he has mad respect for Madrimov. He'll be back in Riyadh season, and Terrence Crawford will be back in Riyadh season. I don't think that that's the case at all. I don't. And if you're just going to be focused on a fight, focus on a fight. You don't have to make a narrative to avoid answering a fight or giving your thoughts on that, because Tszyu versus Terrence Crawford will be good. So for you to say, oh, well, he won't be better, he won't be the man at 154 until he fights Tim, well, that's exactly what Turki Al-Alshikh was trying to do with you and your fighter. So it wasn't necessary for him to say that, you know what I mean? So I think some people, they talk themselves right into a situation where they really shouldn't. You know what I mean? Really shouldn't do. But Tszyu, I don't think has spoken. When I see him speak, I will counterpunch what he has to say. But if his representative says what he said and he speaks for him, that's what he said. But you guys tell me what you think of Tszyu's team responding to the idea of fighting Terrence Crawford, and something I'm going to add to that I just thought about. Him saying that Terrence, he's best and he's looking out for Terrence Crawford. What is he trying to insinuate, really? Let's talk about that really in depth. Why are you saying that, oh, well, he's the ambassador, so that means he can't lose a decision? Do you think that Madrimov won? Do you think that Madrimov should have won? Do you think that it was close enough to have a draw? You know, do you think it was home cooking because Terrence Crawford is American? You know what I mean? Tszyu's not American. So maybe they're looking at it from that side, from an outside view in, because, you know, that could have very well been Tszyu taking that L by decision by Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford is the ambassador of Turkey, Al-Alshikh. But again, you guys tell me what you think about Team Tszyu. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!